it now. And we are back with another Shacknews Game of the Year 2022 deliberation. This time around, we're talking best PC ports 2022. Man, oh man, you know, when a game starts its life off on a console or a platform that isn't PC, it makes its way over to your computer and it looks all shiny and fancy and la-di-da. It's very Park Avenue Royale. It's like the scene where the nerd takes off their glasses and everyone realizes they were beautiful all along. It's that kind of moment when something makes its way over to the PC. It's a beautiful thing. And that's what we're here to celebrate with this category. We got some games. We're going to nominate them. People are going to talk about them, and then we're going to vote for them. And I think it's about time we get started. Who wants to lead us off? Any volunteers, or will I just pick somebody at random? Bill Lavoie, hand up in the air, ready to speak. Front of the class.
That's right. You know what? I'm going to start it off. We talk about this franchise a little bit this year, but this is, I think, the first time we're going to talk about the 2018 version. So God of War 2018 came to PC very early in 2022. I think it was in January, actually. And as someone who played through all of God of War 2018 on the PS4 and was like, wow, this looks really good and it plays really well. Boy, has it found a home on PC. Everything that you would expect and everything that you admired graphically and from performance from the God of War on PS4 is just cranked up to not 11, not 12, not 13, but 14. It's up to 14. If you haven't looked at side-by-side comparison videos, which I know you can do from various YouTube channels do this all the time, and I think that, you know, we even do it with some games ourselves. But if you haven't seen the side-by-side comparison videos, like, that's God of War Unleashed right there on the PC. Just taking all the options that you would expect from a PC game and injecting them into something that you're used to having on PS4, where you have obviously very limited options. And it was absolutely breathtaking. And yeah, I can't say enough good about it, but it was by far the best PC port that I played this year.
God of War
2018.
2018. No Ragnarok.
No Ragnarok. That's
not the original. Not the original. Not the original PlayStation 2 game.
Did they say 2 or is it 4? Because it's been 4 the last couple games.
It was 4. It's 4 if you're counting.
Yeah, if you're counting, but I mean, I think it's just like, it was obviously just branded as God of War when it came out. And then people just attached a year to it for make it simple. So
no, I meant
we
4
years
call it
God of War.
Port.
We used to call it God of War.
Oh yeah, it's been 4 years.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, that to me, that's I don't like that. That's unacceptable. A year, sure. 4, like, that's a little greedy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
That's not the conversation though, really. I mean, it is a PC
to wait
port.
4 years. How is it greedy to wait 4 years? How is that a better plan than putting it out a year later?
What's not? Just if you want to play it, buy our console, and then if you want to play it on PC, you have to wait 4 years, and then they shrug, and then that's basically.
I think it's because
consoles, Greg.
Yeah,
but like, I think it's because back in 2018 they didn't have a PC plan. Like, they're only just now getting around to releasing a bunch of stuff on PC, as you can tell from a lot of our nominations here this year.
I would also to add to the God of War discussion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the first God of War to appear on PC?
I believe, yeah, it would be. Yeah.
If for some reason you didn't have a PlayStation growing up, and for some reason you've never dabbled in it, this is a great way to experience this new take on the God of War series. I've got mates who cannot wrap their minds around using a controller and willingly waited to play God of War on their PCs, and they were absolutely floored by this game. And it just means that now they are waiting with bated breath for Ragnarok to make its way. And it's just, as Bill said, you know, to play it on the PlayStation 4 and be blown away by the visuals, then to get to play it on PC on a, you know, your custom setup, you know, you can't go back.
Greg's cutoff is 4 years, but his nomination is 3 years old.
Which one?
Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man. Well, when it came out, 2018 or 2019?
2019. That's our 2019 game of the year.
Spider-Man was 2018.
Yeah,
that was the same year as God of War. Yeah.
Huh.
But wait,
Spider-Man was in
Greg's
September.
nomination has the exact same problem that he just went off about for God of War. We get that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Overruled.
Yeah.
Nominate.
So greedy of them to put it out when all the hype has died down for their game.
Oh, I
Not
just,
that this is important in my mind, but just to put it out there that I think that saying it's been 4 years is silly because they didn't have a PC plan to the degree that they do now. And now we're seeing games come out much faster on the PC from like PlayStation 5 and 4. And that is accelerated because whereas in 2018 they weren't doing that on I don't know if they were doing it or if they were just doing it on a very small scale. But now Sony is like all in on bringing games to PC, and it's happening at a much quicker pace. So I don't really feel like it's like saying you took, I don't know. It's not relevant to me, but it's happening quickly now.
Was God of War the first Sony title that they did in this new sort of wave of Sony releases?
Well, the very first one was Horizon.
Was it?
It was a Horizon.
I think Ozzy's right.
Okay.
It was Horizon, and then it was Days Gone.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, when did Days Gone? That was like 2020. So that was, Days Gone was a little faster and whatnot. So again, I don't think it's that relevant, but it is. I think the argument's flawed from the beginning. So,
but I like that now we're getting like these PlayStation games turned around faster on PC. And having said that, finally getting to experience the breadth of Manhattan and getting to web around like all of New York City. It's just such a pleasure, and I love what they've done with Marvel Spider-Man Remastered to bring it to PC and to fully unleash it on like the most powerful systems. And on top of that, you get mod support, and I love some of the mods that people have come up with for Spider-Man, and the idea of like bringing new suits that Insomniac may not have thought of necessarily. So just having that element on there just made this my favorite PC port this year.
The Kingpin mod is so good, where you can like web around the city as Kingpin.
Yes,
it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I think that actually, God, man, you might have just given me my best mod thing. Wow,
I think that
mind blown. But yeah, go ahead, Donovan.
I think Spider-Man Remastered is a great pick, but I think that Miles Morales is an even better one because it has everything that Spider-Man Remastered has, except it's just a better game. It's several hours shorter, cuts out a lot of the fat of Spider-Man 2018, a lot of the extra missions and the Mary Jane stealth and stuff they make you do in that original game. Plus, you've got a more heartfelt story, same setting, all the great, beautiful ray tracing graphics and stuff on PC. Plus it's snowing in Miles Morales because it's set during Christmas time, so you get to see those beautiful snow particles falling as you swing around the city. Miles has like a lightning power, which looks gorgeous when you have all the graphics jacked up. It's like Spider-Man Remastered, but like +1 all attributes.
Man, I mean, it's Miles and Peter are definitely two different Spider-Men, and play a little bit differently as a result. But I mean, I kind of feel Donovan's point on this one. Like the newer, like Miles Morales is like the newer, prettier game, just hands down. And yeah, just like I enjoyed both of them so much. Like I really don't. It's really tough for me to like pick between the two personally, just because there's things I enjoy about both, and like the length of it, like I could have to me, Miles Morales could have been a longer game. It could have had a little more content. Still, I've it was a little too quick of a nosh for me personally.
Was it full price when it released on PC? Was it $59 or was it lower than that?
Miles Morales is full price at $50, and Spider-Man Remastered is at $59.99, I believe.
Yeah, that's rough. Let's try. Blake's got a good point there. Like to charge almost full price for a game that's not. What do you say? It's about half. Like Donovan, you just played it. Like, what's the length difference between the two games?
I disagree that I don't even think that game is short. Miles Morales is like a really decently length game. I think that Spider-Man 2018 was overly long. I think that game should have ended like 4 hours earlier than it did. Miles Morales maybe like 8 to 10 hours. I would say story if you just mainline the story, but it still has all the side missions. You've got the all the collectibles and stuff you can find. They added a bunch of new
side missions are super quick though. The side missions there's not like they definitely trim it down, but it becomes like the kind of thing where you like do a mission, you get all the like 2 or 3 things around you, and you move on. Like that's fine. I just wish there was a little more of that.
Miles didn't have the screwball missions that drove me nuts. But
I feel like pigeon missions. No pigeon missions. Definitely a plus.
I think Miles had something else that drove me nuts. So I think it might have been like
it has the Prowler. It has like the Prowler quest that you can do. You have all the Spider-Man tutorials that you get from Peter that are hanging around. And plus, Miles Morales has the you can unlock the Spider-Verse suit, which automatically makes the game cooler in every way.
And I bet looks a lot better on PC than it does on PS5.
Dude, the Daft Punk suit is so good. Yeah, I love that Daft Punk suit. Oh man, yeah. But no, I agree with you about like the visuals and everything, and like it being an upgrade in a lot of ways. I just think they're both good games, just really good games. But unless anybody has any other nominations, I think we're ready to put this one to a vote.
There's definitely other things on that sheet.
Whoopsie daisy.
Well, while you look through that, I did throw something into the honorable mention column, and I'd like to quickly speak to that. I am enjoying this Square Enix tradition of releasing something exclusively on Switch at the start of the year and then bringing it to PC at the end. And with that said, I like the October port of Triangle Strategy. And the HD 2D graphics just look so much better on the PC than they do on the Switch. Just the fact that you can bring a more powerful version of it to a better handheld, to a arguably better handheld than the Steam Deck, I thought it's worth mentioning.
Yeah, well, there you go. A nice little honorable mention for a Triangle-tastic game. And then we would be remiss if we didn't get Asif's nomination out there. Asif has nominated Persona 5 Royale for Best PC Port as well. Not only was it great on Switch, but it came to PC. And, y'all talked a little bit already about the quality of the Persona series and how good it is. So I've not really dug into the Persona 5 series myself, but has anyone played it on PC by any chance?
I haven't, but having gone into more than one chatty thread, I can tell you that they were waiting for this one for years, and they're so happy that they finally have it.
Yeah, probably got a good graphical update there. Getting your honorable mention in there, Ozzy, but I think we are ready to vote if everybody is ready. Princess Tobians, are you ready to vote? You're going to go first. Here we go, Beans. What did you vote for? Oh, Princess Tobians votes for Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is
biased because Miles has a cat.
Yeah, she is.
Named Spider-Man.
Spider-Man cat. She loves him, so he gets our vote. Sam Chandler.
God of War, mate.
What?
God of War, please. That will be my vote. God of War 2018.
God of War gets your vote.
Yes.
Bill Lavoie.
Would like to order one God of War on PC, please and thank you.
Order up. Morgan.
I'm going to vote for Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
All right. Let's move it on down to Ozzy Mejia.
I'm going to go with Spider-Man Original Recipe.
Ooh, not extra crispy. All right, TJ Denzer.
4K upscaled Kratos Nips for the win.
All right, the man knows what he likes. I respect that. Greg, who do you vote for? Don't just yell about Sony.
I guess I'll do Miles Morales because Spider-Man had issues when I was reviewing it, so I don't think Miles Morales had the same issues.
There you go, Donovan.
Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
So that just leaves you, David L. Craddock. Who are you voting for, buddy?
I'll go with Miles Morales.
All right. Well, I think we got to get the absentee.
I broke Bill's heart. Which should be impossible. Your heart should be frozen because you look cold over there. You need a jacket. You're out in the snow.
Yeah, everything's frozen in Canada. All right, well, let's see who the absentee voted. Let's see. Denny also voted for Miles Morales. And let's see.
Steve has God of War.
Wow, look at that. Well, here's a twist. It's Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales that takes home a majority of the votes here, and that means it is our best PC port of 2022. The hammer is down.
My time now. My time.